níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa. Ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ àlàáfíà fún gbogbo wa o. Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Ashe for today. As you join in, please tap on your screen. Please tap on your screen as you join in. Ereluade Eshiro Shade says, thank you. As you join in, please let me know where you're streaming from. Let me know where you're streaming from as you join the live streaming. Let me know where you're streaming from. Mike Eshiro Obuatoyin. Let me know where you're streaming from. Keep tapping on the screen. Let me know where you're streaming from. Today is another episode of Ashe for today. Níbo lẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa lénìí from the United Kingdom, Aboru, Aboye, Abosise, Mose Ogbo Ato Yin, Ogbo Ato Asure Iwori Ogbo Ato. Thank you for the gift. Let me know where you're streaming from. This is the TikTok channel of Ifa College and the YouTube channel of Iyanifa Ewa TV. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ o. From France, ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀ ló máa bá gbogbo wa láàárọ̀ yìí o. Ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ àlàáfíà. From Connecticut, ẹ ṣé o. Ire àti ayọ̀ ló máa bá gbogbo wa láàárọ̀ yìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àjíire bí, báwo lọ̀dọ̀ yín ṣe rí? Thank you very much for the gift. Ire gbogbo, ire owó, ire ọlá, ire ọlà from Ibadan, from the Gulf of America. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ìbàdàn kí ni ṣó o? Ìbàdàn nílé Olúyọ̀lé. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́ o, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀ ni. From Delta State, thank you very much for joining. Ẹ̀làbọ̀rú, ẹ̀làbọ̀yè, ẹ̀làbọ̀ṣiṣẹ́ o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, adúpẹ́, adúpẹ́. Ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ àlàáfíà òun ló máa jẹ́ fún gbogbo wa láàárọ̀ yìí. Àní jílé kú lọ́wọ́, àní jílé àrùn lọ́wọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ojúmọ́ tó mọ́ wa lénìí, ire ló máa mọ́ wa sí, ayọ̀ ló máa mọ́ wa sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you. Yìí bá a ṣe ń dé. Ilé ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá College ni a wà láàárọ̀ yìí. Ojúmọ́ tuntun ló tún mọ́ wa lénìí báyìí. Nínú Ashe for today, the program you're watching right now is Ashe for today. It's a daily live streaming where we get to share the Odu Ifa for each day. We get to hear what the Odu says because the Odu Ifa is the word of Olodumare. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ohun ẹnu Olódùmarè ni Odu, làwọn Odu Ifa. So every time we come into the Odu Ifa, we're coming to ask ourselves, what is Olodumare saying today? Olodumare is the divine and supreme being, the one that mastered and planned everything that there is. So who better to ask what today is than the person that puts it together, literally puts it together. And he has not pushed us far away to be begging and asking and wishing that he could hear our voice. Before we came, Ifa preceded us so that every subsequent person that is coming in this lifetime already has the laid down principles and instructions and directions for life. Nítorí ẹ̀ la ṣe máa ń pè ní Ifá ni afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé. Ifá is the GPS of life, the literal roadmap to life. And the hashtags for this program says what? My blessing is here now. You see those words? I want it to make sense to you. My blessing is here now. Ire gbogbo tí mo nílò nílé ayé yìí, ibi báyìí ló wà. My blessing is here now. Ashe, it is done. Ire owó ni o, ire ọlá ni o, ire ọkọ ni o, tọmọ ni, tilé ni, tìṣẹ́gun ni, tìgbéga ni, tìwòsàn ni, tìlọsíwájú ni. Blessings of protection, blessings of upliftment, victory, marriage, husband, wife, sibling, whatever blessing you need. Odu Ifa says it is here with us now. And Lashe Edumare, it is done. So what is our own part to play? Is to find out where the blessing is. If somebody says, oh, a new restaurant just opened in the neighborhood, the restaurant is not going to come to you. You will put it in your Google map and say the nearest restaurant to this place, even if you don't know the name of the restaurant. What is the closest restaurant to me? You put it in your Google map and it takes you directly to that place. So we are going to put what exactly is it that we want today. We will put it into the Google map of Ifa and it will direct us there. Today we are talking about something very interesting. And it is on these notes that I will tell you there is nothing that you need for life that is not in the Odrifa. When I start my videos, I usually say everything you would ever need in this life is embedded in the Odrifa. So the good you can do for yourself is sit down with the Odu and search it. I know a lot of you have very busy schedules in life, and to search the Odrifa might not be something that you really want to do. But if you follow this program episode by episode, today is episode 10, you would have learned one Odu after the other. There are some Odus that we have treated, 2, 3 essay of the same Odu. By the time you follow this program for a whole year, you will be fully versed and knowledgeable in Odrifa. The way we learn and we inculcate the truth about life into our everyday life, it's as simple as that. So adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ orí, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹlẹ́dàá, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo agbára tó solé ayé ró fún ọjọ́ òní tó tún ṣí tó tún là fún wa. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ire tó wà nínú ọjọ́ èní òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa. Type in the comment section, my blessing is here now. Ire gbogbo tó wà nínú ọjọ́ èní ó ti di tèmi, lágbájá ọmọ lágbájá. Don't forget that when you are making your ìwúre and your pronunciation, always remember to add your name, ọmọ, your mother's name, which is, let's take for instance, somebody's name is what? Erelu Ade. Ká ní Erelu lọ́sọ yín jọ́ tó bí yín, ẹ sọ pé èmi Erelu ọmọ Àbíkẹ́. Tó wáyé pé Àbíkẹ́ lorúkọ mọ́mì yín. If your name happens to be Justin and your mother's name is Rachel, when you are making Iwure, make it a point of duty to always say Justin ọmọ Rachel, and then you say what your Iwure is. Adúpẹ́ o. As we begin today, we are diving into another Odu, and I'll be reading certain things. And the Odifa for today, like I said, is very interesting, is very personal. And this is what is going to open the door to the part where people say, oh, does Ifa talk about these things? Does Ifa talk about these things? There is literally nothing that Ifa doesn't talk about. As long as it's a part of human life, the Odrifa will speak about it. As long as it is a part of our everyday life and what we are here to experience on this side of life, Odrifa will speak about it. Olodumare has spoken about it. So the Odrifa we're dissecting today and learning from and bringing our blessing out from will pop up on this Okmo Ifa in a bit. But before then, what are we supposed to do? How do we start the day? How do we start our day? Keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing. Mo ṣe ẹ̀làbọ̀rú ẹ̀làbọ̀yè ẹ̀làbọ̀ ṣíṣe o, mo ṣògbó atọ́ fún gbogbo yín o. Ìbà la máa fi ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ìbà. Ìbà means to pay homage. So for every time we start with Ìbà. Now I am confident that gbogbo àwọn tó ń wo program yìí, kò sẹ́ni tó máa kàn jí láàárọ̀ tó kàn máa kùfìrí tó máa wọṣọ tó máa jáde. No. I believe that everybody that is on this program now understands that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is to give Iba. You see that we are getting ourselves back to where it's supposed to be. We are getting ourselves back to where we are supposed to be. So Iba la kọ́kọ́ máa fi bẹ̀rẹ̀. When we start Iba, we start from the Ọ̀gá pátápátá at the top, President General among the nations. That's Olodumare, the divine and supreme being, the highest authority of being that you can ever encounter. And please, Olodumare is not God. Resist the urge to translate the name Olodumare to a single 3-letter word. Olodumare is Olodumare. How do I put it? Just accept it like that. Learn to pronounce it, okay? Learn to pronounce that word exactly what it is. Olodumare or Eledumare. That is the divine and supreme being. And with that being, we start to give our Iba. Akodaye Asheba. àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́,
Báṣẹ.
àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn,
Báṣẹ.
elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, àṣèbà.
Báṣẹ.
àṣèbà àjàgùnmàlè olúwo òde ọ̀run,
Báṣẹ.
ẹ̀rù jẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ń migbó kìjikìji, àṣèbà.
Báṣẹ.
àṣèbà alágbádá iná, aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn, ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tíwere, àṣèbà.
Báṣẹ.
elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títí ayérayé, àṣèbà. a ní
Báṣẹ.
kábíyín ò sí o, kò sẹ́ni tó tó gbéná kó wojú olódùmarè. kábíyín ò sí, ẹ̀yin lẹ̀ ń jẹ́ kábíyèsí, ẹ̀yin lọba tí ń fọba jẹ. a ṣe ìbà fún elédùmarè,
Báṣẹ.
awẹ̀dá, aṣẹ̀dá, amẹ̀dá. elédùmarè ọba tó dá wa, ọba tó mọ̀ wá, ọba tó mọ wá, ọba tó mọ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ láti òpin,
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ọba tó mọ òpin láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀, tí
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ò dẹ̀ níbẹ̀rẹ̀, tí ò dẹ̀ lópin. elédùmarè a ṣe ìbà, ìbà
Báṣẹ.
wa ṣẹ o. elédùmarè ọba, ọba tí ń fọba jẹ, ọba tí ń fọba jẹ. wọ́n ní ẹ̀yin ni ògbénú wúndíá ṣọlá. inú èjì ogbè ló ti sọ fún wa pé ẹgbénú òyìgí ẹ ṣọlá, ẹgbénú adélébọ̀ ẹ ń ṣògo. ẹ̀yin nìkan lánàá, ẹ̀yin nìkan lénìí, ẹ̀yin nìkan títí ayérayé. elédùmarè ọba àṣèbà, àní
Báṣẹ.
kíbà wá ṣẹ o. elédùmarè ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀, abiyamọ tí ń gbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ tí ń ta tíwere, abiyamọ tó ń dúró tì ní lọ́jọ́ ìṣòro, òrànmọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì. elédùmarè ló rán àwọn òrìṣà níṣẹ́ tó fi àyà tó fi tì wọ́n pé máa lọ, mo wà lẹ́yìn ẹ. elédùmarè ọba àtúnṣèbà lénìí, àní kíbà wá ṣẹ.
Báṣẹ.
gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tó dilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire mú, àṣèbà.
Báṣẹ.
àṣèbà kábíyèsí ṣàngó. tẹ́ ẹ bá ń gbọ́ alágbádá iná aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀run, ṣàngó ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. tẹ́ ẹ bá ń gbọ́ ẹ̀rù jẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ń migbó kìjikìji, kábíyèsí ṣàngó lẹ̀ ń ké sí yẹn. àṣẹ kábíyèsí ṣàngó, kíbà wá ṣẹ o.
Báṣẹ.
a fi ti ṣàngó, a fi kí gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tí ń mọlẹ̀ ta ní. àṣèbà àwọn aláṣekù, àwọn tó tẹ ìlú yìí dó, àwọn tó ṣawo káwọn á tó ṣe, àwọn tó ṣe tó ṣe kù sẹ́yìn fáwa, àwọn tó ní káwa máa ṣawo, àwọn tó ní kó má hun wá, àṣèbà, àní kíbà wá ṣẹ o. àjàgùnmàlè olúwo òde ọ̀run, àṣèbà. àṣèbà olúbíkin, àṣèbà ọ̀sán ìbíkin, àṣèbà ọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá wá sáyé, àwọn bàbá wa, àwọn ìyá wa, àṣèbà, àní kíbà wá ṣẹ o. àṣèbà orí, àṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá, àṣèbà gbogbo agbára tó solé ayé yìí ró, àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn agbára tó mú orí wa, tó mú ẹlẹ́dàá wa dúró, àní kíbà wá ṣẹ o.
Ìbáṣẹ.
ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀, ẹ̀yin apanimáyọ̀dà, ẹ̀yin ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mú, ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì jà, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, àṣèbà àní kíbà wá ṣẹ. àpèyìn fúnkún, àpèyìn fárùn, ẹ̀yọ́nú yín la béèrè fún, ẹ jẹ́ kíbà wá ṣẹ lẹ́yìn. wọ́n ní ọmọdé tó bá wọlé tó júbà, òun ló máa roko dalẹ́. èmi àti yín ti wọlé àti júbà lénìí, ó di dandan ká roko dalẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àṣèbà odù, àṣeyé ìpà odù, àṣeyé ìpà ifá, ifá orí mi rèé o, ifá olókun asọ̀rọ̀ dayọ̀, àṣèbà, àní kíbà wá ṣẹ. gbogbo babaláwo, gbogbo ìyá nífà, bàbá lórìṣà, ìyá lórìṣà, ẹ̀yin àpẹ̀tẹ̀ bí, ẹ̀yin olúwo, ẹ̀yin apènà, ẹ̀yin ìyá àbíyè, gbogbo àwọn abiyamọ, gbogbo àwọn tó dúró nídúró òrìṣà tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ irúnmọlẹ̀, àṣèbà yín o. a ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ìlú á máa dùn o, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe o láṣẹ. gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba, níjòyè níjòyè, gbogbo kábíyèsí látòkèdókè, láì dá ẹnìkan sí rárá, àṣèbà yín o. a ní kábíyèsí kádé ó pẹ́ lórí, kírùkẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ́ lọ́wọ́, kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀, káṣẹ pẹ́ lẹ́nu, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. a tún ti wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ èní báyìí, a tún ti bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ ifá. ifá ni ìmọ̀, ifá ni ọgbọ́n, ifá ni òye. ifá fi ìmọ̀ yìí kó fi kọ́ wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí odù ń sọ, bó ṣe ń wọ etí ọ̀tún wa, bó ṣe ń wọnú etí òsì wa, kó máa dénú wa, kó máa dún díndín ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ká má dàbí ẹni tó gbọ́ láti bí tó gbà bí jáde o. Gbogbo ìwúre tá a ṣe, gbogbo ìbà tá a ṣe, kó ṣẹ o láti
Àṣẹ.
Olódùmarè. For those of you that don't understand Yoruba, we just made Iba. I will not have the liberty to translate every one of those words into English. But if you are interested in how to make Iba and how to make Iwure, which is prayer, the right Ifa way, just click on the link in the bio if you are on TikTok and click on subscription to subscribe. And if you are on YouTube, click on the profile, you will see Joy. Just join and you will see the step-by-step video on how to be able to make your own Iwure, how to learn how to make Iba. It will be translated both in Yoruba and English. Let's dive into it. Oh yeah, keep tapping on your screen, keep liking. Odù Ifá tá a tún máa mú lénìí. Ta ló mọ̀ ọ́? Yeah. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Odù Ifá tá à ń kọ́ lénìí. Ta ló mọ̀? Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ọ̀kọ́ṣẹ́ Ifá, ẹ̀yin ọmọ awo, odù Ifá wo ló wà lójú ọpọ́n yìí? Dáhùn àwọn ọmọ awo. Elédùmarè á túbọ̀ máa fi ìmọ̀ kún ìmọ̀ yín. Landis school. Elédùmarè túbọ̀ máa fi ìmọ̀ kún ìmọ̀ yín. What is the odù Ifá on this ọpọ́n? Odù Ifá wo ló wà bí? Óyá ní kíákíá. Ẹnìkan ti dáhùn. Ta ló mọ̀ o? Ta ló mọ̀? Ta ló mọ̀? Odù Ifá wo ni? I love Ifá, I love Ìṣẹ̀ṣe. It's not by mouth, it's by knowledge. Odù Ifá wo ló wà bí? Ẹnìkan péré lórí live stream ìbájú tó bí 100. Òdì méjì. Odù Ifá òdì méjì. Àwọn míì tún máa ń pè ní odù yẹn ni. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. Òdì on the left, òdì on the right. This is the odù we are going to be talking about today. I wrote out some things so that it will guide us. This odù Ifá is a timeless wisdom that is speaking to everybody that is in a relationship, particularly a marriage type of relationship. So the blessing we are diving into, it has to do with your marriage and relationship. Because as an Omo Ifá, as an Omo Awo, as an Oníṣẹ̀ṣe, there are certain things that foundationally you should know that will make the quality of your relationship better. And Ifá taught us. Exactly, is in the Odù Ifá. Odù Ifá Òdì Méjì says, ojú lójú dígí, ọyàn lọyàn ọsàn, ìdí ròdòròdó nìdí à ń kó lẹ̀kẹ̀ sí. Adífá fún ìyàwó òróró tí ń lọ sílé ọkọ àárọ̀, ìyàwó mórí lọ, wọ́n ní kó o mú mẹ́wàá lọ. Ọjọ́ tí a kì í lẹ́wà ó ń bọ̀ o, orí ló ń bá ní gbélé ọkọ. Wọ́n dífá fún, wọ́n ní kó rúbọ, ó gbọ́ rírú ẹbọ, ó rú. Ẹbọ fín, ẹbọ dà, ẹbọ dòdì ọ̀run. Bí bá ń ṣẹnu rere ní awo, làwo ń yin Ifá. Ifá ń yin Elédùmarè. Wọ́n ní ojú lójú dígí, ọyàn lọyàn ọsàn, ìdí ròdòròdó nìdí à ń kó lẹ̀kẹ̀ sí. Adífá fún ìyàwó òróró tí ó ń lọ sílé ọkọ àárọ̀, ìyàwó mórí lọ, kó o mú mẹ́wàá lọ. Ọjọ́ àìlẹ́wà ń bọ̀, orí ló ń bá ní gbélé ọkọ. That Odù Ifá says, ojú lójú dígí. Dígí in Yoruba is a mirror. When you look at your face in the mirror, as a pretty lady, as a handsome guy, you look at your face in the mirror and you're like, is this not me? Ọmọ ló dùn, ọmọ ló tàn yìí. Ọmọ ló kò sí. Ẹwà ló lọ wájú ló lọ lẹ́yìn yìí. Èmi náà ni. Ẹ yẹ̀ mí wò. Look at me and see. You people can see your screen. You are counting 5 people in this life. I'm one of them. But you too, without look at your mirror and say, God took extra time to create me. Look at the abs. Look at the shining face. The skin is skinning and the body is glowing. Yes, Odu says, Oju loju jiggy. Your eyes is set on the mirror and you're admiring yourself. Is that a wrong thing? Not at all. Odu Ifáyẹn ní ọyàn lọ́yàn sùn is describing the breast of a woman as an orange. So, very, very juicy and very succulent. Is Ifa that is describing. Don't look at me that kind of way. If I describe it as very succulent as orange. Hmm. So for those of you that are saying, don't marry for the looks. Ifa says it's okay to marry for the looks. Look for somebody that you find the quality of their body attractive. Ifa says ìdíròdòròdó nìdí à ń fìlẹ̀kẹ̀ sí. Ifa is describing the backside of that woman as Look at how everything is set. The only thing you want to do on this backside is just to arrange beautiful ileke. Ilekes are beads like this. You just want to arrange it and show the African beauty in that woman. And she wants to do the same thing for herself. That's fair enough. And that's good. Ifa now goes further to say, we made a divination for Iyawo Ororo. The name of the person we made this divination for is called Iyawo Ororo. We made a divination for her when she was going to her husband's house. Ìyàwó ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ ọ̀sùn, pretty lady, fine girl, we can see you. Your face is glittering into the mirror. Even the mirror is telling you, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the finest of them all? Mirror has replied you are the one. You look at all your curves, the front side. Odrifa described it as orange, very succulent. Nobody can take their eyes off it. Even another woman will look at you and say, well done, sir, God they create. And then you turn your backside and it's like, Odrifa says, Ìdíròdòròdó. I wish I found the Yoruba word for that, the English word, but we don't have it. Ìdíròdòròdó tí à ń kó lẹ̀kẹ̀ sí. We look at your backside and we say, wow, this is it. I mean, natural backside, not BBLA. Natural from heaven. We look at you and we say, wow, this is it. Then you are going to your husband's house and we say, excuse me, let's make a divination for you. She came to Ifa and said, I need to do a divination. I need to understand what this marriage life looks like. Yes, on the outside, she's all set. And we flip it also to the men. You have everything it takes. You look good. You are very eloquent. When you open your arm to speak like this, it will be like they are pouring honey on top of milk. Yeah, it's smooth talker. You have everything. Anybody looks at to say this is a husband material. All 29 yards of it. This is a wife material. All 29 yards of it. But Ifa says she needed to do a divination. It's at this point I will remind you. According to Odrifa Meji, you see that marriage and that relationship you are going into. Before you say, yes, let me be your boyfriend or girlfriend. Yes, let's see how it's going. Please go and ask Ifa so that you will not be seeing where something that is not going is going. Because some of you are there. 2 years relationship, you are still seeing how it's going. Excuse me, what are you doing? If you ask Ifa and Ifa says, oh, this is this, that is that, based on that, you'll be able to say, which direction are we going? Some of you will say, I just met the person yesterday. I don't need to be that invested. Excuse me. The next 24 hours you are going to spend with that person, that's your precious 24-hour time. You don't think it is worthy to know whether it is something that aligns with you or not. That's how you people have, you see? Don't let me say you people, because I was in that category before. That's how we have spent the days of our life. Just wasting it away like that. 6 months in this relationship. 3 months. I'm still trying to see where we are going. 3 months, 6 months. Add up all those. Let's see where it's going. Add everything up from Hannah to Rachel to Azenva to Bimpe to Chioma to Amarachi to Balikis to Simbiat to Everybody. See the 1 year, 2 years, 6 months here and there you wasted. Put it together. You will spend that time building something successful in your life. So before you spend another 24 hours with someone saying, let's see where it goes, please, can you ask Ifa where it's going? It's a Google map. You don't step out of your house not knowing where you're going. Then you tell the driver, he said, Madam, please, where are we going? Just keep driving. Let's see where we go. You don't do that. So please, your time, your emotions that you are investing into taking those calls and chatting and responding to message and buying them gifts and telling them the story of your life, the time and the energy you are investing into it, be sure of where you are going. You now have a roadmap of life. Let's see where we are going. It does not make sense. Olodumare says it's an entire waste of time. So ìyàwó Ororo went to do a divination. And when she did the divination, Ifa said she should make certain to an ebo for this relationship that she's going to. But Ifa also gives instruction, which is what I tell you. Ifa is not just about etutu, ebo, appeasement, sacrifice, spiritual work, do this. No, real life instructions, guidance on how to be able to make your life better than what it is right now. Tope Fumi, thank you very much for the sharing. Please keep tapping, keep liking, keep sharing. Ifa says, ìyàwó mórí lọ. As you are going into this relationship, ìyàwó ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ osùn, beautiful lady, take your ori along. Your ori in that sense is not your ori and your eleda. Your ori in that sense is in that term is sense. Take sense along with you. Common sense, take it along with you. Love is blind is a story from the West to trap you into nonsense. Love is not blind. Love can see like this. Be able to use your brain to separate between your emotions and the reality. Ifa is one that said it. Audrey Ifa says, ìyàwó mórí lọ. Mú ọpọlọ lọ, mú brain dání bó ṣe ń lọ sínú relationship yẹn. Put your head into it. I tell people this, if you ever get to a point where you are in a romantic relationship and you cannot think straight and you are clouded by the emotions and the feelings that is a signal for you to calm down, relax. You know you cannot help yourself. So if I say relax by yourself, it doesn't happen. It's not practical. So look for somebody that you trust. And these days it's hard to find. So maybe you just text your babalawo or your yanifa or your babalurisha and yalurisha and say, especially those of them that understand these things, and say, see, I'm in a relationship with someone, but at this point, my ori is not functioning anymore. I don't seem to be. Tell them immediately so that they can speak sense into you, because you are not about to waste another moment of your adult life without your ori. Ifa says, even despite the fact that you have done a tutu and ebo, Ifanika mori lo. Take your sense and your brain, your reasoning, your thinking. Take it along. Let your eyes be open as you're entering into that relationship. So if you need an accountability partner, look for at least your Yanifa is somebody you can confide in about your life already. I mean, if you trust them that much, then please use your head in that relationship. Use your head to calculate. Aboru aboye, ugbo atoyin. Use your head. Ifa says, ìyàwó mórí lọ, kó mú mẹ́wàá lọ. Ifa ní kó mórí lọ. Ifa tún ní kó mú mẹ́wàá lọ. Mẹ́wàá is 10. When Yoruba tells you mẹ́wàá, a Yoruba person comes to you and say, nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ o, mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀. That mẹ́wàá is not literally 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That mẹ́wàá is saying plenty. It's saying countless. It means a lot. It means that thing just do times 1 million. It's like when a Yoruba person uses omo. When a Yoruba person is trying to describe something to you, and the person says omo, the person is like, just multiply it by infinity. So when Ifa says morilo, the next line, Ifa says mumewalo, Ifa says take plenty. Initially, he says you should morilo, take your ori, Take your sense, take your reasoning faculty, your reality, logic, take it along. He now says, "Mú mẹ́wàá lọ," multiply it by 10, infinity. You can never get excess of Oreo in your relationship. Oh. And as the Odu is speaking to a woman, let the men also apply it to themselves. Mori law at every point. See, when you take mewa, when you take Ori times 10, if one Ori is not working, if one sense is not working, another sense will kick in. There is a backup for a backup for a backup for a backup until you reach 10. You cannot exhaust all the 10 backups, sha, before somebody will catch you and say, kilo shele omo, why are you doing like this? Mori lo mu mewa lo. It's okay to calm down and think. See, I know that this is a very, tricky and sensitive. That's the word. It's a very sensitive topic, right? And when people are in love, when somebody is in love, don't advise them. Do not advise somebody that is in love. Advise them at your own risk. Because at that time, they don't have sense. They don't have Orimo Osimbe. You'll be wondering, this is not the same person that I know. And let me tell you the truth. Society has defined being in love and falling in love as at that state that you get with someone and you just cannot apply your sense again. But the first says it's not true. That is a dangerous place to be. Yes, you feel loved, you have a weakness for that person. And that is the most dangerous situation to be. When you have a weakness for someone and the world knows that that person is your weakness and that person is a human being, a human being who is subject to flip and change at any minute, a human being who Ifa says bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣe rí ọ̀la lè má rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ló mú babaláwo dífá ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀run, a human being that if you make Ifa divination about them today, Ifa says in another 5 days, still check if they are on the same plane, because that's the way people are created. Now, that human being has become your weakness, and then you don't have sense to apply to it. It's like you're raising a child. You have spent 30-something years searching for a child. You now give birth to this one. Emma, don't do this. Don't do that. It's my child. Don't. So you don't know how many years I waited until you know. The moment that child realizes that he or she is your weakness, you are finished. The moment every other person realizes that that child is your weakness, you are finished. Because for every step of manipulation, that's what they are going to use against you. That child will be able to manipulate it. Once they make their eyes like this, you just say yes, you just say yes. 20 years down the line, you wish you said no to so many things. That is what Odu is telling us. You need backup of sense as you are going. That's the advice they gave Iyawo Ororo. I'm not the one that wrote it. Odrifa or Meji, go and check it. Carry books and read it. Trust me, those of you that listen to my story the day I sat down for 8 hours narrating my journey from Christianity to Isheshe and a little part of my life, you guys know that I was one of the people that fall in love without sense. Oh, plenty times. Some of us are like that by default. We struggle with it. So if you are like that, trust me, I understand you. I feel you. I get it. But Ifa is telling us here that have sense and have 10 extra as backup. Let's continue. Ifa says, ọjọ́ àìlẹ́ wà ń bọ̀, orí ní ń bá ní gbélé ọkọ. Ifa says the day that your beauty will not be able to speak for you is coming. The day your beauty will not count for anything in that marriage is coming. The day your beauty, your money, your whatever it is that you feel, this is what I bring to the table. Okay. Bring money to the table is necessary. Bring beauty to the table is necessary. bring all those good stuff into the table is necessary. Today's Odu is, look at it, 1221. The person that is asking what's today's topic. Today's Odu is 1221. So Ajay Miposi, please, what's this Odu? 1221. That's the Odu for today. So I need you to type it out for us. Let's know if you know. Don't, then we'll tell you. Odrifa says that ọjọ́ tí ẹ wà, ọjọ́ ilẹ̀ wà ń bọ̀. The day that you will not have this beauty that you are flaunting is coming. Not that you will not have it in the sense that you will fall sick or it will fade away. No. But there is a day that is coming that it will count for nothing. It will not count for anything. Those of you on YouTube, if you need the WhatsApp number, it's on the description box of this live streaming. And those of you on TikTok, it is pinned on the bio. A day is coming when your beauty, your money, your everything that you think is the reason why you have to be chosen or the reason why you have to stand out. Ifa says a day will come when it will not be useful. It will count for nothing. Ifa says, Ori eni ni ń bá ni gbélé ọkọ. Your ori inú àti orí òde ẹ, òun ló ń báyàn gbélé ọkọ o. So you see, when it comes to marriage and relationship, if there's any blessing that anybody should be asking for in life, is the blessing of a successful marriage and successful relationship. And here is why. 90% of the success of your life is influenced by the success of your marriage, is influenced by the person you are with. They have the greatest hold on your life. The circumstances that is created in that marriage and relationship is the breeding ground for the rest of your life. And when we say the rest of your life, the rest of your life is too long a time for you to enter into a relationship where management is your anthem. Let's just manage it. Excuse me, it is, you are worth more than that. You are worth more than that. Odrifa says here, "Woni ori eni ni ń bá ni gbélé ọkọ." Let's break that down. Your ori will first of all is the one that will first of all answer, is this person a fit for you or not? So like ìyàwó òróró, you need to go and make a divination to find out, this person I'm about to date, this person I'm married to, is this person a fit for me or not? Some of you are already married and you think, oh, it's too late for me to check, but it's not. Send a message via the WhatsApp number and book a divination to say, this woman and this man that I am with, what exactly, if I tell me what is in there. And if there are problems, some of you fundamentally, foundationally, y'all don't have any business together. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And you cannot twist the arm of destiny into saying, this is what I've chosen, and it has to be. You see, on that matter, on this ground, no Babalawo will tell you, that woman is not for you, this woman is not for you. They will just tell you what Ifa has said. The decision is yours to make. But let me tell you again, your success in this life, how easy it will be for you to manifest and maintain every other form of area and blessing you are asking for. It is attached to who you are dating, who you are married to. Point number one, the people you are intimate with sexually. They can make or break your life. In every intimacy, every intercourse that happens, there is exchange of spirit, energies, and powers. The same way you have the exchange of spirit. Some of you think, there's nothing there. It's not that deep. Let me explain to you why it is that deep. When a man and a woman come together and there is a union of the sperm and the egg and there is fertilization, and a child is born. Now, that child is the product of the intimacy. That child is proof that there was a joining of one side with another side. That child is a proof that there was a joining. Now, when that child is born, you look at some children and you say, he doesn't look like the mommy, he doesn't look like the daddy. He looks like a grandmother on the father's side. Meaning that that intercourse that happened between the two of them, it did not only join both of them, it joined the ancestors of this side with the ancestors of the other side. That's why a child that is born now can look like, act like, and literally replicate one person that lived 3 generations ago that that child did not see. And it came from the union of intercourse. It is not spirit, it's not a spiritual thing. A child that is born, maybe people say it's not that deep. It's not that deep. But where did your husband went to drag the DNA of his grand auntie from? And you two went to drag the DNA of your younger sister, and you now merged it together to form a human being. Are you the one that chose it? No. It is spiritual. It is that deep. So every time there is an intercourse, even if you use condom and there's a little leak in that condom and the person can get pregnant, you people have exchanged fluids, you have exchanged energy, you have exchanged spirits, you have exchanged life. And excuse me, condom does not protect people from spiritually transmitted energies and life, and does not. It does not protect you from it. So the moment you understand that the person that you are intimate with has this level of hold on you, meaning that, you see, when I tell people that yes, you are married, check regularly about your spouse. People are scared to check because they are scared to find out something that they might not be able to handle. But if I will help you handle it, that person that you married last year, faithful and just to you, might have just stepped out of your marriage a few times. Now, my question is not, my my conversation here is not, is it a sin to commit adultery? Is that a yardstick to break up your marriage? That's cheap talk. Let's put that one aside and talk about real life. If your spouse has stepped out of your union and has merged with another person, exchanged fluids and spirits with another person, and they bring it to you, see, even if it's a mistake, someone can mistakenly be intimate with somebody and mistakenly have HIV and mistakenly have STD. HIV does not know whether there is mistake. It will exchange, the fluid will match. So spirits does not know whether it's a mistake or not. Energies will be exchanged, spirits will be exchanged, life and destinies will be exchanged, whether negative or positive. And then you will sit down there as the faithful husband. Your wife will now carry that energy and come and give it to you. The same way, some of you will say, no, as long as I'm a child of God, as long as I'm this, even if my husband makes a mistake, the Spirit of God will protect me from it. If your husband makes a mistake and sleep with someone that has STD and HIV, and you are the faithful partner, and they come and they are intimate with you, please, is there any chance that you have HIV or not? We have it. It doesn't matter whether you are faithful. So there are some instances that faithfulness is not enough, which is why I said this conversation is not about whether it is a sin or it's not a sin. When you are talking about sin or it's not a sin, you are talking about faithfulness. There are parts when faithfulness is necessary, but there are parts when your faithfulness will count for nothing. What is going to count is your ori. Use your sense, the same way we are saying it. Use your ori, the spiritual one and the physical one. Combine it times 10, the same way Odrifa Meji said you should. And what is your sense in that? My VIP clients, I check on their relationships and on their marriage every month. As we are doing, as we are making Ifa divination for them for the month, we check. So that your partner will not have mistakenly, accidentally gone into something that they are going to bring to you. Then you will now start wondering, something is off here, something is going on here. And let me tell you, free for all statement, intimacy is one of the easiest and the strongest and the most widely used spiritual weapon to get people. So you can say it's not that deep. For those of you that we know, those of us that know that it's that deep, we know that it is that deep. If this was the way they explained fornication and adultery to us in church, we would have made better choices. But they will tell you it's a sin. Once you confess your sin, God is faithful and just to forgive you. So you will continue to do it and you continue to confess because every day you commit sin anyway. So it might just be fornication and adultery. What matters? Some of you, the reason you are not doing it is because you do not want to hurt your spouse. It's okay. It's a very good reason, but you have not started life. If the reason you are not hopping from place to place is because you don't want to hurt your spouse, something can happen one day that will make you look at the woman that I've been keeping myself for. Look at what she did. I beg, I'm not doing again. Me too, I'm going out. But the day the reason that you do not engage in frivolous, intimate activity, the day your reason becomes, I do not want to welcome strange spirits, powers, energies, and destiny, that is the day to start to make sense. You settle it in yourself that you see this life that I'm building. Those of you in the US, is past 1 a.m. your time, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, that you are supposed to be sleeping. You are here listening to the Odwifa, spending hours researching, reading, learning, doing everything because you are building a better life for yourself. You want to be able to get something better out of this life. And then you want to risk it with one act of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour enjoyment. No. So that is one of the reasons Odrifa Odimeji says, Ori ló ń bá ni gbélé ọkọ. It is your ori that helps you go through marriage and relationships successfully, whether you are committed or not. You need your ori to be active in that marriage. Let's go through this Odrifa again. He says, Ojú lójú dígí, ọyàn lọ́yàn sàn, ìdí ròdòròdó ni ìdí à ń kó lẹ̀kẹ̀ sí. Adífá fún ìyàwó òróró tí ń lọ sílé ọkọ àárọ̀, ẹbọ lawó ní kó mú ṣe, ó gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀, ó rúbọ, ó yin awo, awo yin ifá, ifá yin Elédùmarè. Wọ́n ní ìyàwó mórí lọ, kó o kó mẹ́wàá lọ, mórí lọ, kó o kó mẹ́wàá lọ. Ọjọ́ tí ẹwà ò ní sí ń bọ̀, ọjọ́ àìlẹ́wà ń bọ̀, orí ló ń bá ni gbélé ọkọ. The day that all of these other things will not count in a marriage is coming. Your ori is what helps you to stay with it. So fundamentally and foundationally, I'm begging you, with everything you hold dear, check with Ifa regularly on that relationship. Something that has the capacity to determine 90% of your life is something that you need to take seriously and importantly. And if you are not ready to be that invested, checking on a relationship, making a ball, making a tutu, trying to fix it and trying to fix that, don't go into a relationship. It's not compulsory. Don't go into it. It requires a lot. Not to make the other person happy. See, forget about the other person now. I'm talking about you. Forget about the person you are with. I'm talking about you. Ifa is talking about you here. Ifa says, ko mori lo, ko mu mewa lo. Take your ori along with you. Multiply it by 10. And it helps you to live through. So the first thing is that you need to note is the intimacy. Now, the second part of it, the Odrifa is Odimeji for the people that are asking. The second part of it is the responsibility that you have to that relationship. It is your responsibility to make sure that it is working. it is your responsibility to make sure that it is working. Whoever it is that builds this idea for you that everything that has to be in marriage is a woman that needs to fix it, a woman that needs to fix it. You are not a child. If a woman is one that has to fix where 90% of your life success comes from, then I need to question the man that you are. If it's a man that needs to fix the relationship that constitutes 90% of your success in life as a woman, and you just feel it's the man, if the man cannot do it, you are not ready. Stop messing up the lives of other people that are ready. There is something called responsibility and accountability in this, that you need your ori. It starts with doing your Ifa divination concerning that relationship regularly. Somebody will say, oh, but when you meet somebody and Ifa says yes, that should be all. Oh, no. That's just the first stage. Somebody might be asking, so you mean that it's possible for Ifa to say this person is good for me today, and tomorrow this person is not good for me? That's what's called a human being. You don't know that there was a time that you yourself were good for yourself. And there was a time after a lot of evaluation here and there, you know that the person that you have become is no longer good for you, for the destiny you are building. You had to sit down to change that person that you have become. You know that, right? So if that is applicable to you as a person, then trust me, it is applicable to everybody and everything around you, including the marriage and the relationship you have. If you make a divination after a year or two, and Ifa says this relationship is going in a direction that does not align with your ori, Ifa is not saying break up and go. Ifa is saying sit your partner down and reevaluate. When we started, this is the direction we were going. As you are going, as everything is going, it does not look like we are both aligned there. How do we fix it? Take the responsibility by each other to try and fix it. If Ifa says make ebo, there are certain Ifa priests and priestesses who have experience with these things. And then again, your old Ifa is necessary. If you have done your own, if you are somebody that has come back into Ifa to Isheshe, to your roots, and you've done your Etefa or you've done your Ishefa, and your partner has not done, and they are not open to it, that is why you can do Ishefa. That's why Ishefa can be done in absentia. Oh, can I do Ishefa on their behalf? Absolutely. You want to know about their life, don't you? Or you want to keep gambling in the dark? If Ifa says this person is the person you are building life with, and you find out and you ask Ifa, can I do Ishefa on behalf of this person, to be able to have more deep knowledge idea of where they are going and where they are coming from? If Ifa approves of it, go ahead and do it. That gives you a better understanding of who they are, why they are the way they are, and how best to be able to deal with them. A lot of people who believe in zodiac signs, astrology, numerology, they put all of these things into consideration before they date. Oh, I'm a Leo woman. Can I date a tarot man, a tarot man? You see people searching these things online. There are certain zodiac signs that you know that is a no-go. I like you, you like me, but we cannot date. There is no point trying to prove what is not. It's the same thing. There are some odus that there are some people with some odu that you cannot marry. Imagine you are somebody that your odrifa is a Jiobi, and me, my odrifa is, or the other person, their odrifa is Meji. In the line of marriage, a Jiobi allows the person that is born with that odu to be polygamous. In fact, for some of them, they will say you will have another wife. Somebody, you will have a child with another man. You will shall have two people in your life, minimum. And then you are from Oyekumeji that says that the person from which this Odu is born should not have multiple partners, should not engage in polygamy. How do both of you want to? How do you want to build marriage and relationship successfully? It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make them a bad person. It just means your Odu does not align. You do not have any business together. You do not have any business together. Somebody says, yes, I can't marry a Shango woman. I'm glad you know that. A lot of people don't know these things. So you will do it. You will find out. Now, this person that says, I can't marry Shango women, if you meet a woman tomorrow and she's not Onisha, how do you know that she's Shango? You see what I'm driving at? You have to ask Ifa. And then if you're already in a relationship and you now, Ifa allows you to do Ishefa for your wife, and you find out she's a Shango woman, what's going to happen? So you see where this line of, oh, you cannot divorce, divorce is wrong, divorce is this. You see why there is no one jacket fits all in this life. Some people, to fulfill the destiny that Ori has for them, they will have to leave the relationship that they are in right now. Unfortunately, they will. But if that is what Ifa eventually hits you with, Ifa would also guide you into the way it's going to be very seamless and effortless for both of you, particularly when children are already involved. I hear a lot of people saying, I stayed in that marriage, I stayed with that woman because of the children. But what you do not understand is that you are doing those children more harm than good if the relationship of both of you being together is not favorable. I have had to walk so many adults through different form of spiritual therapy because of the choices their parents made on who to get married to, who to stay with, and who to leave. So please, except you are funding your children's what is it called, future account with shitload of money for them to be able to afford quality therapy, please don't say that you are staying in a marriage because of them, when in actual fact you know that is just an excuse. The energies of those children will feel the things that is happening. There is no guarantee that because a child grew up under the same roof with their biological parents, they will turn out better. This is real life. Some people will turn out way better, far away from their biological father and mothers. Yes. So as you are telling yourself it's because of the children, make sure it's actually because of the children. Make sure the future of those children is what you are really considering, and not just an excuse to tell yourself, oh, their dad is a very good father, their mom is a very good mother, even if she's just a bad wife. Are you telling me that you are able to isolate the experience of bad husband and wife and good father and mother? You are able to separate those experiences in the life of your children that you live with every day? No. So you will sit down and talk about it. Once Ifa gives you a green light, a red light to say, is it this marriage you are in? You are constantly checking and there's just no way. Sit down with them. Speak to your Babalawo or Yanifa. Some of them have experiences with this thing. Aside from being a Babalawo, Yanifa, for somebody like me, I'm a spiritual psychotherapist. I had to study it because I found out that therapy is embedded in our work as an Yanifa and a Babalawo. So I started to take courses in spiritual psychology, spiritual psychotherapy, to be able to help people so that you can get that therapy from somebody that shares the same form of spirituality with you, that understands Ifa and where you are coming from, and is able to say, you know what, let's do it like this and let's do it like this, because it's a very sensitive situation. Nobody just throws, stay in the marriage, leave the marriage. You just don't throw it at people like that collectively. It's an individual. You walk people through it one by one. So yes, let's begin to think about these things. Olodumare wants for us to have a beautiful and a successful relationship whether committed, not committed, marriage, whatever it is you call it. Olodumare wants for us to have it. This old river wants for us to have it. Ajemi Posi, thank you very much for the gift. But it starts with you. Mori law, Mumewa law. That's what Odrifa Odimeji says. Yes, we can see your beauty, we can see your career success, we can see the money that you bring to the table, but also bring your ori to the table. Ori inu atori ode, your ori inu, your inner ori, and this your outside ori that is your brain. Bring both of them to the table times 10. Odrifa was one that said it. Bring it to the table times 10. And make sure that you are doing what is actually best for you, because you are first of all a person. Let us reinstate that. If you are lucky enough that they did akosejaye for you as a child, you will know that you are first of all a person that came to this earth to fulfill a purpose. Ayaba ni oko, ayaba ni ìyàwó, ayaba lomo. You came into this world and found out that people are getting married, and found out that people have husbands, people have wives, and you decided to join them. That is not your sole purpose in life. And then for some of you, your purpose in life is embedded in the people that you are working with, which includes your spouse. So if you are still single, I envy you. Let me just say that. We envy you. The rest of us, we envy you. Because you see that 90% of what is going to determine your life, you have not yet made that choice. Or maybe you have made it in the past and you have been able to take yourself out of it, and you're at a point where you are about to make another choice. Drink water. Please, come and pour water into this. Take a glass of water and drink water and tell yourself you are on the right path. And tell yourself you are on the right path. Then sit down and ask Ifa what exactly you are supposed to do. What exactly works best for you. Find out. And the moment you pick, let it be known and open to that person that this is my path. Ifa is my path. Isheshe is my path. Let it be known to that person. Let it be known to that person that Ifa is your path. Don't hide it, so that you don't create unreasonable, circumstances and situations for someone. Can you tell me what works better for me? Send a message via the WhatsApp number. Please post the WhatsApp number on the screen. Send a message via the WhatsApp number. So once you check and you find out that, okay, this person is. Now, let me wrap this up by talking about people that you are already married, you are already in relationship. Now you are having this spiritual awakening. You are finding your path back to Ifa and Isheshe, but your partners are just totally opposed to it. And there's nothing wrong with them, because when they met you, you are a full Christian. You are a practicing Muslim, committed and fanatical, in fact. For the person asking, how can I find out what works for me? That's the WhatsApp number. If you're on YouTube, check the description box. You will see the links and the numbers there. You met them as serious-minded Christians. So if they say that they don't support you on this journey, it's okay. But it is going to be a lot of stress for you. So sit down and ask Ifa, how do I navigate this? Kerry, wọ́n máa ń ṣèwúre kan fún wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n á ní Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká fọkọ wa ṣe boyfriend, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká fi boyfriend wa ṣọkọ. Meaning that Elédùmarè will not allow you to pick your boyfriend as your husband and meet your husband and pick him as boyfriend. Some of you, I know you don't want to hear this, but some of you are in a marriage with the wrong person. That person does not align with the ori and the destiny that you picked. Unfortunately, that is the truth. And on that journey, if you are at that point, you need the help of Ifa to be able to navigate it. Except, of course, you want to trade your success, your peace, your joy, your stability, and your fulfillment in this life for a partnership and a marriage with somebody. Someone said, are you supposed to be preaching that people will divorce? Did I tell you to divorce? I did not say that. But I'm telling you that just like we check, does this career align with me? Is this business good for me? Is this location that I am, this country, is it good for me? Just like we check that, you are also going to find out, is that person the person for me? I've walked so many people through that path. I have walked myself through that path. It's not a matter of, oh, she's fine. Oh, this is the person that I love. See, let me explain something to you. Put away infatuation and lustful feelings and emotions that just come with the spur of whatever. Put away all of those things. You see what the word love means in the real sense of it. We all have the capacity to love who we want to love. We will discuss that in another day. We have the capacity to love who we want to love. You see that idea that says love just happens to you. It just comes and it just does boom on you. Your emotions can happen to you. Chemicals rush in your body can happen to you. The idea you have built in your head can happen to you. You are growing up from an environment, you have seen a certain kind of man, you love the man that your father is, you adore the man that your uncles are, you have been surrounded by this type of men, and so you have built the idea of this kind of men in you, and it's okay. But you need to be able to move dani and understand the fact that there is a difference between the idea that I have built in my head and the reality of what I need on this journey of life. Yes, I bought a, what is it called? I bought a Porsche, or wait, let's say, I bought a Rolls Royce. Very sleek, beautiful car. I love it. It's my idea of luxury. It tells who I am. It depicts who I am. It's the gift my father gave me. But then you want to drive from, this is a live broadcast that we go to different parts of the world. Let me not call out the names of certain places in Nigeria. But you want to drive from one certain place to another, that you know the kind of road that is there. Are you going to tell yourself, because I love this Rolls Royce, I'm taking it there? No, it's not about what you love. It's about what is practically obtainable for that journey. So it's about what is practically obtainable for you, especially when it comes to marriage, because it constitutes 90% of the success you are going to have in this life and the way you are going to experience that success. Is it going to be hard for you? Is it going to be easy for you? Your relationship and your marriage is what will tell it. And then, of course, we are human beings with choices. So you can choose, I do not want to break up with this person. I love this person. I love how I feel when I'm with them. Yes, build the rest of your life on feelings. It's okay. But if I says here, he says, Ojo àìlẹ́wà ń bọ̀. The day that those feelings and that beauty and that whatever it is that is giving you that rush every time you see that man and that woman, the day that it will count for nothing is coming. On that day, on that day, you will look at yourself and the person will look at you, and you'll be the one that will be there to face it. Sure, you know, we will have eaten rice and tied daily and will have gone back to our house. Ìjọ yẹn ló máa kú wá àtẹtí ẹ ló máa kú wá àtiwá ẹ ló máa kú wá àtòrí ẹ. Orí la fi ń ṣe ilé ọkọ, orí la fi ń ṣọkọ obìnrin. Let your life, your own destiny, what Olódùmarè has called you to do here, let it outweigh every other choice. It is not called selfishness. It's called knowing what you are supposed to do and doing it. It's called focus. For some of you, you don't even know what you are here to do. You don't even know what your destiny is like. How will you be able to say, I'm going to give up anything that does not align with my destiny? So your first step is to find out, who am I? What am I destined to do in this side of life? What is the path that is for me? The moment you know that, every other thing you need along the line in that path will begin to fall into place. You would easily be able to identify it. It's like you are building business. If you are building luxury business, there are some kind of services you will not settle for. There are some kind of people you will not employ. There are places you will not go with that brand. You might not be that luxury right now, but you know what you are building. You are able to identify that this, that, and those is not consistent with what I am building. And it's okay. It's okay to say, this is not. I'm a lawyer. Going to work with red and green is not consistent with the career that I have chosen. Black and white is what my career says. Oh, I love that orange Versace suit. You will not wear it in a Nigerian bank. You will not wear it to a Nigerian bank as much as you love it. As a banker in my own country, you will not. If you like hairstyle that is like this, as a nurse, you will not wear that hairstyle. This is my natural nails, as beautiful as it is. If I work in the medical field, I cannot grow it like this. It is inconsistent with the profession that I am building. It doesn't make that thing bad. It just means that it is not for me because I have chosen this path. So because you decided to be consistent with the path of your destiny, there are things, there are places, there are people that which will not be consistent with. I wish my partner can listen to this. You can share it with them. There will be a replay of this video on YouTube. So once go to YouTube, the YouTube channel is Iyanifa Ewa TV. So go to YouTube, search Iyanifa Ewa TV and subscribe. Turn on notifications. So as soon as the replay of this video is dropped, you will find it there and share it with your partner. Even me, after I finish, I will still listen to this again, because you see that Ori that they asked us to bring. Ifa says we should bring it in ×10. So we all need this reminder once in a while. Don't think that, this woman, the way she's talking, she has made it in life, in everything. We are all learning. I am all learning. I'm going back to listen to my own message and apply it to my own life. So please share it with your partners. You can manage so many things in life. You cannot manage the person that you're in a relationship with. You cannot manage marriage. And that doesn't mean, see, I'm not speaking about, you want to jump out of your marriage because there's a little problem. That's not the point. You are not jumping out because there's a little problem. No, you don't give up. Do you know how many problems is in this life as an adult? Do you end your life because there's a problem? No. But we are saying, fundamentally, does that thing align with you? See, when you meet people that are in relationships with people that their destiny aligns with, it will look like it is fake. It will look like it is staged. You will tell yourself, it's not possible. They are just lying to us. Do you know what they are doing in their house? They are not lying to you. They just found the person with whom their Ori and their destiny has merged with and work with, and they are staying with that person, irrespective of whether emotions is carrying them over or not. When you find the right person, you will love the person. If you know what love is, when you find the right person, you will love the person. Do we go to the hospital to pick children? You look at this baby and you look at the next baby and, this is the baby that I love. No. The one that your wife brings home is the one that you will love. You will just automatically love that child. Even if they did mix and match in the hospital, the moment they give you that child steals your heart, and it becomes, because you believe that that is the child that destiny has given you. You allow destiny to create that child and give it to you. That's the way it is in marriage. The moment you allow your destiny, your Ori, to pick the person that can walk this life and do this life for you. Trust me, loving them becomes easy and effortless. Somebody that makes life easier for you. Somebody that makes conversations and decisions easier for you. You will now be struggling to love them. If you are struggling to love them, they should check you. You have problem, fundamental one, that first of all need to be checked before marriage is an option. Odrifa, Odimeji, that is the Odu we are speaking of today. Now, speaking of, in the same vein, speaking of psychological things and things that you might not be able to discuss with any other person. My children and I were reading through the Odu, the Odu Ifa. This is one of the books that we use, the Sacred Ifa Oracle. It has the Odu Ifa in both English and Yoruba. And then we got to Odu Ifa Irete Irosun. Odu Ifa Irete Irosun is, on the left is 1121, on the right is 1122. Odu Ifa Irete Irosun. Irete lọ́wọ́ òsì, Irosun lọ́wọ́ ọ̀tún. Irete on the left, Irosun on the right. That Odu says, Odu Ifa Irete Irosun speaks of impending and unforeseen difficulties. It speaks of the person that this Odu Ifa comes out for. The person is feeling pressure with no readily identifiable cause. The person is feeling pressure, but there is no readily identifiable cause for the pressure that the person is feeling. The book is the Sacred Ifa Oracle. It says that people go through pressure in their mind, in their head, in their body, and there is no recognizable cause for it. There is no reason. You cannot say this is a concrete reason why you are feeling like this. Now, those of you that understand life, what does that sound like? When people go through pressures that they cannot really lay their hands on to know where it's coming from. Irete Irosun is the Odu. Please type it. What does that sound like? Under what aspect of your life can we put that? When you experience pressures that you cannot say this is why I feel this way. This is why I'm feeling pressure in my head. This is why I'm feeling pressure in my body. When they say there is no recognizable cause, it means that you have checked for it. But you cannot. Science cannot seem to place their hand on where it's coming from. You go through it. Nothing can seem to. What is it called? Under what part of our health is it? Please, I need responses. What is it called? What is it called? When a person is experiencing pressure that they cannot easily pinpoint their hand to where it is. What is it called? I need to know that we understand what this is. Please, let's be fast. We're supposed to round off in a bit. What's that called? What aspect of your life do you anxiety? It comes out as anxiety, as depression, as panic attacks. It comes out as so many things. You feel lost. It's a mental state. It deals with your mental and psychological and emotional health. So there is an Odu Ifa that recognizes that there are pressures we will go through in this life that is mental, psychological, emotional, and even science medicine. Western medicine will not be able to place their hands on it and say, this is the cause and this is the solution. They will just tell you to continue to manage it. Anxiety, depression, and fear of the unknown. It is a real thing, and Odu talks about it. You see why I'm telling you that there is nothing Odu Ifa does not talk about. You are the one that has not found it. Now, I went through my fair share of mental, emotional, and psychological health challenges. Yes. Different stages of my life, I went through it. Different traumatic events led to that. When I was in the US, in fact, I had a situation one day. I had a complete mental breakdown. I had to text my roommates. I said, see, take care of my children. I don't think I can do this anymore. It's not just making sense. Because we were in the US, right? So she immediately texted 911. She called 911, sorry, gave them the house address. They came into the house. They literally had to break through the door because I had a baby with me. They literally had to break through the door, and they took me in the car with handcuffs in my hand. Although they explained to me that day that we are doing this because we don't know the state of your mind. We don't want you to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else here. Yes. And I had to go through therapy. And going through that, there was nothing. One thing that I noted was that there was nothing substantial that the therapist and the doctors had to say. There was something substantial. I'm sorry, there was nothing substantial that they had to say. So there was diagnosis for anxiety, for panic attack, for depression, for PTSD based on other experiences I had had, postpartum depression. It was like almost 7 diagnoses. And they said, just come regularly and be speaking to this therapist and be taking this medication. And then I looked through the medications. I have had a thing for Western medication. I looked through the medications, I Googled, I checked, I looked up the side effects of those medications. And I'm like, excuse you, we came to treat one thing, and we would have the risk of getting 50 things. What did we throw? What are you receiving? How did we go from we are treating anxiety and panic attack to it can affect your sexual health, it can affect kinikon, it can affect kinikon, and then those medications become addictive. You are in a very good place when you are using them alongside the side effects, weight gain, low sexual health, so many things. The moment you are off them, you are just back to zero, if not minus. Care loss, exactly. It was at that point that I knew that there had to be another way around it. There had to be another way around this thing. When I moved to Nigeria, I still had to continue to see a therapist. See, sometimes it was like I'm moving. My mind is moving faster than my body. My body is slow. In my mind, I have already gotten there, but physically, my body is a messed up thing. Different forms of it. And Odrifa says here, it is pressure that does not have any known cause. You cannot put your hand on it and say, this is the reason why this is happening. It's just a combination of this. If you say it's postpartum, is it everybody that gets pregnant and have baby that go through this? Some people are overjoyed after having a baby. Their mental health shoots up like 200. So you that you are going through it, what is wrong with you? You cannot really say this is what it is. And the Odu, in that Odu, there was a tutu and ebo that was prescribed for that person. I don't want us to mix two Odus up. We will pick that Odu separately. But that was when I started my journey of research into merging, what is it called? Spirituality, African spirituality with psychotherapy. I didn't even know that spiritual psychotherapy was a thing until I started my journey in it. And right now, we're creating a YouTube channel strictly for that, where I will be sharing different tips on how to be able to navigate your mental, your psychological, and your emotional health, the way that it is aligned in Ifa and Isheshe. Not just one motivational person telling you, oh, breathe 3 times and breathe out 7 times. You can do it. Just tell yourself. Do you know how many times I've heard that? Just look into mirror and tell yourself that you can do it. You are bigger than this thing. Somebody still told me that a couple of about 1.5 to 2 years ago. The person is an Ifa priest. So I was talking about, I started this course in spiritual psychotherapy. And he said, don't bring that thing there. Our people does not need it. We don't need therapy. It's just the white man's way of getting us into. I looked at the person. See, I said, okay, but people feel this kind of way. I started talking about the way that I feel. Someone said in psychology they call it studio psychology, but it's my mission to prove that wrong. Exactly, it's not studio because they don't accept it because it's their own. They just tell you it is a blue thing in your head. It's a real thing. Ifa has it. Ifa recognizes it. Ifa has a solution pattern for it, and we will be digging it in that YouTube channel. Please type the name of the channel. We will be digging it in that YouTube channel. So I was talking to that priest, and then he said, no, anytime you are feeling like this, just look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that is not who you are. You are stronger than that. You overcame it and you can do it. It's just in your mind. No, no, that's not the YouTube channel. I gave it to you. And they tell you this. And I was looking at the man like this. I said, wow. Do you know you just everything you said right now? It's a very wonderful discovery. Wow. And he was looking at me like, so you didn't think about I said, no, I didn't think about it. Me and millions of other people that is going through mental health issues. We have never thought about standing into the mirror and just telling ourselves you can do it. You are the one that made this discovery. I will make sure that I share it with the rest of the world. Idiot. You think with the number of millions of people, hundreds of millions of people that are going through mental health, we have never thought of standing in front of the mirror and tell ourselves we can do it. That's not who you are. Do you know how many times we've done that? There is a deeper form of healing that is attached to it in African spirituality, in Ifa and in Isheshe. So you will go to YouTube. I'm pinning the YouTube channel. It's Mind Glow Network in a single word. Mind Glow Network. Please keep tapping, keep posting it, keep typing it. Mind Glow Network. So you will go to YouTube and search Mind Glow Network, a single word, type it together, and then you will follow the page, Mind Glow Network. It's a new page. You won't find any video there yet. Yeah, I've recorded a couple of videos and a couple of spiritual practices that comes through the Ifa way of handling your mental, psychological, and emotional health. They are still editing the videos, but you want to go and subscribe to that channel, turn on notification, Mind Glow Network, that's what it's called. We will be diving into this. And the truth is, one way or the other, we are experiencing some mental stress, emotional stress, psychological stress that as people of color, we're not allowed to talk about. You don't want to talk about it. A fellow Babalawo reached out to me a couple of days ago. I've never seen him type like that. Keep posting the Mind Glow Network. I've never seen him type like that. I've never read from him like that. I was like, what's going on with you? He said, please, I just need somebody to talk to, and I need you to be there so that if the person is asking me questions, you can answer because you know me better than so many people. And I'm like, can I talk to you? Then I started, I was speaking to him. We were going through the steps. What is it? How is this? How do we do this? If you see this Babalawo outside, we say power is standing in one person. He broke down into tears crying, and he's like, I knew you are the only one I could talk to because there's no other person that can understand that these are my experiences and this is what I'm going through. And I took him through the process. This is what Odrifa says. And he's like, so Odrifa says things like this. These things are actually in Ifa. Yes, they are there. I was able to step in, and be of help for that day. And then we have scheduled subsequent days that is coming. These things are here. Ifa has spoken about it. So you are going to YouTube. I've pinned the handle, Mind Glow Network. Go and subscribe. It's a new channel. No video is there yet. So when you get there, don't think, this is not the channel. There's no video there. Mind Glow Network. Just type it together in one word. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Every one of us needs it. Let's go back to, you see, Mental, psychological, emotional health here, according to how Western world is giving us, it's a trap. It's a trap on Black people. They know what we are going through. They know how destabilized our spirit is from being disconnected from who we are. So they prepare these medications, very expensive. If you don't have a job, you cannot afford to be able to get it. You need a job to be able to pay insurance to afford those treatments. My husband and I were talking about it yesterday. It is funny how you need a job to get mental health care, and you need mental health care to be able to do the job. You see what it is? So you get a job to be able to get that therapy and that medication so that it will enable you to do the job. It's a cycle. So the moment you get the job, that is what you have to take to be able to be the best at the job. The moment you lose the job, you cannot continue on the medication because it's not affordable and it is not curative. At the worst of it, it should even be managed, help you to manage. But it does worse than that. It feeds your system with a lot of toxins and side effects. You are not getting healed from the mental health, but your health is at the risk of getting worse. Really, really. And now we opened Odrifa Irete Erosu. Odrifa Irete Erosu. Acknowledge the fact that this is a thing. And trust me, there is no Odu that doesn't come with a solution. So that is what we'll be doing on that channel. So you want to hurry to Mind Glow Network as we wrap up today. If you are catching a replay of this video, just go to Mind Glow Network on YouTube. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's start healing our mental, psychological, and emotional health using African spirituality, using what was given to our fathers. If it did not exist back in those days, Odrifa would not have recorded it. So how did our fathers deal with it? How did our ancestors deal with it? That's exactly what we'll be sharing there. So today, what was the Odrifa we talked about today? Let's wrap this up. Elaboru, elaboye, elaboshishe, ogbuato. Please type it for us. Mind Glow Network. I just pinned it on. You see it is pinned. It's a comment. Please type it. Just keep typing it. Keep typing it. Keep typing it. Elaboru, elaboye, elaboshishe. I thank Olodumare. My mom raised me with Agbo. Bless her. Olodumare, bless her. If she's still in this life, one jèrè ọmọ. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti re bí àgbáre náà. We pray that. Please, what logo did you use? Because there's a lot of mind. No, there is just one Mind Glow Network. Type it together, Mind Glow Network. The logo has a brain, and then it's gold color. It's gold color. The name of open it. Let me put it on this screen. Open it here. Open it here. Let me show it to you. Let me flip the screen and open it for you. It's a new channel. There's nothing on the channel yet. It's a new channel. I would open it for you on the screen if you have time. Just go to it's Mind Glow Network. It's a new channel. There's nothing on it, right? Meji, yes, that's the Odu. The logo is a brain. It's gold color, and then it has this glow thing around it. And the name of the channel is Mind Shift. The handle is Mind Glow Network. Is it coming up? Or is it coming up on? I would flip the camera now so that you can see. So Odrifa Odimeji is the Odu that we treated today. And that Odu was talking about marriage relationship. He says, Oju loju digi, oyan loyan osan. Ìdí ròdòròdò ni ìdí àmúlẹ̀kẹ̀sí. Adífá fún ìyàwó òróró. Èyí tó ń lọ sílé ọkọ àárọ̀, ẹbọ làwo ní kó mú ṣe. Ó gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀, ó rúbọ, ẹbọ fín, ẹbọ dà, ó ń ṣẹnu rere yin Ifá. ó ń ṣẹnu rere yin awo, awo ń yin ifá, ifá ń yin elédùmarè. Ìyàwó òróró, wọ́n ní kó o mórí lọ, mú mẹ́wàá lọ. Ọjọ́ ẹwà, ọjọ́ àìlẹ́wà ń bọ̀, orí ẹni ní ń bá ni gbélé ọkọ. That Odu says, ojúlójú dígí, your beauty is there when you look into the mirror. Ọyàn lọ́yàn sàn, the pecky boobs of a woman is there, beautiful and attractive. Ìbàdí nìdí à ń fìlẹ̀kẹ̀ sí. The backside of a woman is so pretty that we put beads on it. Everything is set, fine face, hot shape, and as a man too, 6 figures, abs, and everything in between. Ifa says that is lovely. But when you are talking about marriage, take your ori along with you, take your brain and your sense along with you, your ori inu and your ori ode, take it along with you. And Ifa also says, Mume wadani, but this Odu Ifa is just for women or both. If this Odu Ifa says, everything a woman, every business a woman does, she will succeed, are you going to, as a man, say, that Odu Ifa is not for me? This Odu Ifa talks about marriage. The person the woman is going to marry to is a person. So whether you are male or female, carry your brain along into your marriage. Carry your ori inu and your ori ode along. Ifa divination is always done for one person. The Odu Ifa that we talked about, when we talked about Ofua, Odu Ifa or Meji, when we talked about Ofua, when they say inu bibi eru ni peru, edofufu iwofa ni npa wofa. Adífá fún Òfúà ńgbà tó ń bẹ láàrin ọ̀tá ayé, ẹbọláwọ́ ní kó mú ṣe. Wọ́n ní tíkún bá ń ṣẹgbẹ́ mi pa, ọ̀tọ̀ ní kí ọ̀yẹ̀kú ó máa sàmí sí. Tí àrùn bá ń ṣẹgbẹ́ mi ṣe, ọ̀tọ̀ ní kí ọ̀yẹ̀kú ó máa sàmí sí. Wọ́n ní gbogbo aláwẹ̀ obì ní kú ń pa, ọ̀tọ̀ là ń yọ Òfúà sí. That Odu Ifa was done for a kola nut. Are we going to say because I'm not a kola nut, the Odu does not apply to me? No. I will say tíkú bá ń ṣẹgbẹ́ mi pa, ọ̀tọ̀ ní kí ọ̀yẹ̀kú sàmí sí. Whether I am Ofua or not, it is for me. So this Odu, whether you are male or female, it is for you. Bring it. Whether you are male or female, this Odu Ifa applies to you. That Odu says you can bring your beauty, your money, your everything to the table of marriage. But beyond that, your ori inu and your ori ode, your ori inside and your ori outside has to follow you into that marriage. And we went further to say the first step you take before you say yes to anybody, either for a relationship, for dating, or for a marriage, is to check with Ifa so that you don't waste 1 second of your life on something that does not align with you, on something that is not profitable with you. You make Odu Ifa to find out. Then we went further to talk about the spiritual meaning of sexual intimacy and how it affects your life. Irrespective of whether you are the strained partner or you are the partner that stays and is faithful, this thing affects you. And we went further to say some people are in relationships already that doesn't align with their destiny. Ifa will guide you on how to deal with that situation. And we established the fact that 90% of the success you will make in life is wrapped around who your partner is, the type of marriage and relationship that you have. So if you want to fulfill destiny that you have been called to fulfill, please make sure that you evaluate and you will reevaluate your relationship and your marriage and your partners as often as you can. Change is the only constant thing in life. Somebody can say, oh, so you mean immediately our partners change, we will just jump out. Nobody is asking you to jump out. Stop throwing the narrative of what is not at what it is. But we are saying to you, evaluate it. Ask Ifa, where do we stand? Does anything need fixing? Is there able that we are supposed to take in our marriages? Then we went further to talk about Odu Ifa. We went further to talk about Odrifa Irete Erosu that talks about mental health. And we said we have created this page. Look at the page for those of you that are searching for it. Mind Glow Network. That's what the what's it called? That's what the logo looks like. Mind Glow Network. The name of the page is Mind Shift, but Mind Glow Network is the handle. So this is where we're going to be speaking about mental, psychological, and emotional health, how to handle it the way Ifa has talked about it. So if you are not following that page, go. It's a new page. We will start. We will pick every essay Ifa. For those of you on YouTube, this is the page. You see Mind Glow Network here. Yeah, that's the logo. It's not very clear, but that's the logo. You can see it there. That's the page. So it's a new page. We were still editing the videos that we put in. We are reclaiming everything about our life back, including our mental and psychological health. We are reclaiming it back. If you are catching a replay of this video, the link of the Mind Glow Network will be up in the bio of YouTube. It will be up in the bio in our YouTube, on our YouTube description and our TikTok channel very soon. Atunti dé ìparí àti òpin Odrifa mi ìlénìí. We have come to the end of another Odrifa today. And I'm glad that you are able to see once again. Please continue to type it, please. We are glad that once again we have learned how to appropriate the Odrifa to our lives, our everyday life. Odrifa is not abstract. Odrifa is not abstract. Mind Glow Network, the handle has been posted. Just copy it like that. It's easier when you put an @ in front of it. Just copy at Mind Glow Network. You'll find it there. It's a new channel. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's take our mental health back. Mental and emotional health without having to use medications that will put millions of side effects in our body. Elaboru elaboye elabo ṣíṣe o. Ogbo àtọ̀yin o. Thank you very much for joining another episode of Àṣẹ for today. This is Iyanifa Awobankefa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa. Somebody says, ẹ ṣé gan Iyanifa. Ẹ pẹ́ fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn aláṣekù wọ́n ṣe, Ifá ṣe ó, Elédùmarè ṣe. Finally found it. Oh, thank you. Ogbo àtọ̀yin o, Ifá gbè mí fọ̀. Ogbo àtọ̀yin o, ogbo àtọ̀ àsúre ìwòrìwò fún. Let's wrap this up. What is the next thing that we do after we have gone through our teaching? How do we wrap up our program? Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, your own wisdom too will continue to be endless. Panda, thank you. Thank you. How do we wrap up the program of the day? Kí la máa ń ṣe o? Ìbà àti ìwúre. Ìbà àti ìwúre. Somebody said Mind Glow Network ìwúre. Okay, please type the right thing. Ìbà àti ìwúre. Ìbà àti ìwúre. Ìbà àti ìwúre. Ìbà àti ìwúre. Ìbà àti ìwúre la máa ń ṣe. Those of you that need the WhatsApp number, I have pinned the number on the screen right now. Ìbà àti ìwúre. Royal Art is sending the messages. So we are making Ìbà àti ìwúre now. All right. So those of you that don't know what ìwúre is, ìwúre means prayer in Yoruba. That is how we pray. It is not àdúrà, it is ìwúre. Ìwúre means digging up your blessing based on the precedent of things that has happened in this life before. So if you do not know how to pray the right way in Ifa and in Isheshe, you want to go to the link in the bio of this TikTok page. You will see, no, go to the bio, you will see subscription. Just click on subscription. You see praying the Ifa way, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, go to the profile. You will see join. Click on join. You will see the different categories that you can subscribe and join to. Iba means homage. Iwure means prayers. So we are going to start. Akọ́dá ayé àṣebà, kábíyèsí Elédùmarè àtẹrẹrẹ kárí ayé àṣebà, àníkíbà wa ṣe o. Kábíyín ò sí Elédùmarè, ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títí ayérayé àìnípẹ̀kun, àṣebà, àníkíbà wa ṣe o. Adániwáyé àṣebà. aṣẹ̀dá, amẹ̀dá, awẹ̀dá, àṣèbà.
Àṣẹ.
Àṣèbà gbogbo agbára àti gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tó so ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire ró, àṣèbà.
Ìbà àṣẹ.
Àṣèbà àwọn tó tẹ̀dó sílùú yìí káwa tó dé, àṣèbà. Àṣèbà àwọn
Àṣẹ.
aláṣekù. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ṣawo, tẹ́ ẹ gbé lé wa lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ní ká máa ṣawo, àṣèbà. Àní kí bà wá ṣẹ o.
Àṣẹ.
Àṣèbà jagunmalè, olúwo òde ọ̀run. Àṣẹ kábíyèsí, àṣẹ kábíyèsí, àṣẹ kábíyèsí, kábíyín ò sí o. Elédùmarè ọba, àní kí bà wá ṣẹ. Àṣèbà ọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá wá sáyé, àṣèbà àwọn bàbá wa, àwọn ìyá wa, àwọn tó sì wà ń bí pẹ̀lú wa àtàwọn tó ti rebi àgbáre, àṣèbà. Àní kí bà wá ṣẹ. Àṣèbà orí, àṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá gbogbo ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan tó wà ń bí, àní kí bà wá ṣẹ o. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi olókìkí òru, àṣèbà. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ́dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́, àṣèbà. Àní kí bà wá ṣẹ. Gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà ta ní Ọbàtálá, Ọ̀ṣun, Ṣàngó, Ọya, Ògún, Èṣù, Olókun, Ọlọ́ṣà, Ọbà, gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà àti irúnmọlẹ̀ wa láṣèbà. Àní kí bà wá ṣẹ.
Àṣẹ.
Àṣeyé ìpà òòṣà, àṣeyé ìpà ikin, àṣeyé ìpà odù, àṣẹ Ifá o, Ifá orí mi rèé, Ifá Olókun asọ̀rọ̀dayọ̀, àṣèbà. Àní kí bà wá ṣẹ o. Wọ́n ní ọmọdé tó júbà òun ló máa roko dalẹ́. Àwa ti júbà lénìí, a dẹ̀ ti ń roko báyìí, àti ń roko dalẹ́. Àṣèbà ẹgbẹ́, àṣẹ músòmúsò ẹgbẹ́, àṣẹ àkíìgá ẹgbẹ́, ẹgbẹ́ ayé, ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run, àṣèbà. Àní kí bà wá ṣẹ o. Gbogbo babaláwo, gbogbo bàbá lórìṣà, ìyá lórìṣà, àwọn àpẹ̀tẹ̀bí, àwọn ìyá nífá, àwọn ìyá àbíyè, àwọn olúwo, àṣèbà gbogbo yín o. Àní kí bà wá ṣẹ o. Ìbà ṣẹ. Èní ọjọ́ mi ìtún ti là báyìí, ọjọ́ mi ìtún ti dé, ojúmọ́ mi ìtún ti mọ́. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú, ojúmọ́ àlàáfíà ló máa jẹ́ fèmí àti yín.
Àṣẹ.
Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bá a ṣe ń jáde lénìí, àní jáde lékú lọ́wọ́, àní jáde lárùn lọ́wọ́, àní bá wọn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbé, àní ṣìwí, àní ṣìsọ. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní bínú sí wa, àní ríjà omi, àní ríjà òrìṣà, àní ríjà ajé, àní ríjà àwọn ìyá mi tẹ́lẹ́dùmarè tó gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ọmọ kéré ó tóbi, ọwọ́ méjèèjì báyìí ló fi ń gbé. Kọ́mọ aráyé wa máa gbé mi àti yín, kọ́ máa gbé wa gẹ̀gẹ̀. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní tí, àní ṣá, àní bẹ́lẹ̀tẹ̀ rìn, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹni títí ẹ ti bàjẹ́ kò ní kó bá wa, àní fọwọ́ ara wa, àní fi ṣera wa, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹrù tálábíàmọ èkì tú, ọmọ aráyé ò ní gbé wa ká wa mọ́lé o, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tá a bí tá a mọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn, àní mọ̀ parí wọn. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi ọmọ wọn, ò ní fi dà wá láàmú, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwa tá a wá wà nílé ọkọ, gbogbo àwa ọkùnrin tá a lóbìnrin ní ọ̀dẹ̀ wa, ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀ àti òye téèyàn fi ń ṣọkọ obìnrin, téèyàn fi ń rílé ọkọ gbé, k'Elédùmarè kó fi jíǹkí wa lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní orí ẹni ní bá ní gbélé ọkọ, orí ẹni ní bá ní ṣọkọ lórí aya, orí wa ò ní takò wá, ìṣẹ̀dá wa ò ní takò wá, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọjọ́ táwọn òrìṣà bá ń gbére bọ̀, ọjọ́ tí ajé bá ń gbére bọ̀, ọjọ́ táwọn ẹgbẹ́ bá ń rán ìrànlọ́wọ́ bọ̀ fún wa, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, orí wa ò ní takò, ìṣẹ̀dá wa ò ní takò. Ire lójú owó ń rí, ire la máa bá wọn rí. Láti gúúsù, láti ìlà oòrùn, láti ìwọ̀ oòrùn, láti orígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé, ire tójú owó ń rí báyìí, ire lójú wa máa rí. Ẹ̀yọ́nú Ọlọ́run ba ẹ̀yọ́nú ènìyàn, òun ló máa bẹ́mi àti yín lọ, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n níjọ́ tó rí bá fi ojú kan ọ̀run, ìjọ́ yẹn ló ń yọ, kí gbogbo ọmọ aráyé máa yọ́nú sí wa, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní àfẹ́káyé báyìí látẹ́gùn fẹ́, àràn kárí ayé báyìí lòòrùn ràn, ògo èmi àti ẹ̀yin á ràn kárí ayé, á fẹ́ kárí ayé, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bí ò ṣeé ṣe fẹ́nì kankan láti fi ọwọ́ bo ògo òrùn mọ́lẹ̀, ọmọ aráyé ò ní rógo èmi àti yín, wọn ò ní rí bò mọ́lẹ̀, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tó bá wá so sí tán ní kò sọ́nà fún yín, Ògúnlákayé Ọ̀ṣìmọ̀lẹ̀ á lànà fún yín ibi tán ní kò sọ́nà ń bẹ̀, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ tójú àwọn ọ̀tá yín báyìí, ẹ̀ débi gíga, ẹ̀ ṣeré lójú ẹ̀mí wọn, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tó bá wá ní kò ní ṣojú òun ló máa rìn, ó máa rè, àrè má padà wá, àlọ́ má wẹ̀yìn wò ló máa rìn, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ibi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ń lọ ire àti ayọ̀ báyìí òun lẹ máa bá pàdé o láṣẹ
àṣẹ
Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n nínú igbó lobì ń wà, ọmọ aráyé ń lànà kan ni, ọmọ aráyé á lànà rekàn yín, wọ́n á lànà orúkàn yín, wọ́n á lànà ọlákàn yín, wọ́n á lànà ọlàkàn yín
àṣẹ wà
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Obì òun ló ń bi ikú, òun ló ń bi àrùn, obì á bi ikú fún yín, á bi àrùn fún yín àtèmi
àṣẹ
àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o
Inú igbó
àṣẹ o
lórógbó wà,
àṣẹ
ọmọ
o
aráyé ń lànà kan ni, àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn léèkàn léèkàn lórúkọ lórúkọ lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé yìí wọ́n á lànà eré kan èmi àti
àṣẹ
yín
wà
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Orógbó ló ní ká gbó ká tọ́, èmi àti yín ogbó atọ́ ni a máa gbó a máa tọ́ a máa dàgbà
àṣẹ
a máa fèrè
o
gígóbì àwa ní dàgbà àyà kò
ẹ
dẹ̀ wá
ṣàṣẹ
kò
o
dẹ̀ wá sí bá a ṣe lè dàgbà tó ojú wa ò ní ríbi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o
Ire gbogbo ló máa tẹ̀ wá lọ́wọ́ o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ rìnrìn àjò, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ wà lókè òkun, wọn ò ní fòkú yín, wọn ò ní fi
àṣẹ
ránṣẹ́
wà
sílé, ẹ ní gbé sájò, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ máa jèrè ẹ̀, gbogbo
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
èrè
àṣẹ
oko ẹ máa kó délé ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ
Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa ire ló máa já sí
àṣẹ
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóòyò ayò ládékojú a ní má pọnmi dà sínú wa o, àwọn ọ̀tá wa ní kó o bá wa pọnmi dà sínú ẹ̀, àwọn tó
àṣẹ
ti dìde lòdì sí wa tọkọtọmọ táyà tilé tẹbí. Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ládékojú ìyá mi ẹ̀wùjí alágbolódò bá mi pọnmi dà sínú wọn
àṣẹ o
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá wá gbéná tó ló kù bí tá a máa gbé gbà, kábíyèsí Ṣàngó àkàtà yẹríyẹrì iná lójú iná nímú, wọ́n níná ń bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mi lọ́rùn èéfín là ń gbá láyè, kábíyèsí Ṣàngó bá wa fi iná bá wa fi hàn wọ́n
àṣẹ o
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o
Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní òun fẹ́ máa ṣe wá ní kọ̀kọ̀, gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n máa ń gbogbo àwọn afẹ́nilójú má fẹ́ni dénú níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wà èṣù á bá mi ṣe yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ
Èṣù
àṣẹ
àwọn ni kò ṣe o má ṣe wá
àṣẹ
ilé tọmọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o
Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa báyìí ire ló máa bọ́ sí.
àṣẹ o
Ajé ògúngúlùsọ onísọ bòjì ajé bá wa kóre wá, ire owó ire ọlá ire ọlà bá wa kó wá.
àṣẹ o
Gbogbo àwa tá à ń ṣòwò àtàjèrè àtàwàràwàrà ló máa jẹ́ tiwa
àṣẹ o
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ o
Wọ́n ní odindi báyìí ni atare ń di tiẹ̀ atare kan ń di tiẹ̀ láàbò, àtèmi àti yín àní bá wọn di orí ààbò,
àṣẹ
orí
o
odindi báyìí la máa dì láṣẹ
àṣẹ o
Èdùmàrè. Níbi gbogbo tá a bá wá kọjú sí àní bá wọn dúpẹ́ tipátipá,
àṣẹ
àní bá wọn dúpẹ́ tí ò dénú torí kó rí
àṣẹ Èdùmàrè
odindi
àṣẹ
òun lelédùmarè á máa ṣe fún wa. Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa á yọrí sí rere o.
wà
Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa á yọrí sí rere o.
àṣẹ wà
Bá a ṣe ń jáde tá à ń wọlé àní jáde lékú lọ́wọ́.
àṣẹ
Ìjọ
wà
tí
àṣẹ wà
ògúnlákayé ń fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó fi ń wẹ títì tó fi ń pa títì láró, èmi àti yín ò ní bá wọn rìn ní
àṣẹ
jọ́yìn.
wà àṣẹ
Tọkọtọmọ
wà
tayatẹbí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní bá wọn rìn ní
àṣẹ
jọ́yìn.
àṣẹ àṣẹ
Gbogbo alábíamọ ìṣọkùnrin ni òṣòbìnrin ni àwa la máa jèrè ọmọ wa.
àṣẹ o
Ìjọ tíṣu ọmọ bá jiná àwa la máa jẹ, kò ní gbóná jù kò ní tutù jù kò ní
àṣẹ
kán lẹ́nu wa láṣẹ
àṣẹ
Èdùmàrè. Ìjọ táwọn ọmọ wa bá ń débi gíga tó ń ṣoríire ọmọ aráyé ò ní dìde ìṣẹ́jú kan fẹ́mi àti ní
àṣẹ
láṣẹ
o
Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ
Àwa
wà
ká gúnyán ọmọ yìí la máa jẹ, àwa la
àṣẹ
máa jèrè àwọn ọmọ wa kalẹ̀
àṣẹ
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ
Gbogbo àwọn tó wá ń wojú Elédùmarè fọmọ, Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóòyò ayò ládékojú bá mi ṣọmọ fún wọn.
àṣẹ
Ọmọ téèyàn ń pè ránṣẹ́, ọmọ téèyàn fi ń tọrọ ọmọ tó fi ń júwe ọmọ. Òrìṣà ìbejì méjì làǹtìlanti ni kẹ́ ẹ bá wa ṣe fún wọn.
àṣẹ
Bọ́mọdé
àṣẹ
ṣe ń wá. Ìjọ ìkúnlẹ̀ yín omi ò ní pọ̀ jù ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò ní pọ̀ jù. Omi ò ní ṣaláìtó ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò ní ṣaláìtó láṣẹ
àṣẹ
Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń
o
forúkú
àṣẹ
kan kúnlẹ̀ lẹ máa fi tìkejì dìde.
àwíṣẹ
Àgbóhùn ìyá àgbóhùn ọmọ,
àwíṣẹ
ohùn bàbá ọmọ
àwíṣẹ
gan kò ní dàwátì láṣẹ
àṣẹ
Èdùmàrè. Ire o, ayọ̀ o, ìṣẹ́gun àti àlàáfíà òun ló máa jẹ́ tèmi àti yín
àṣẹ
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n lábàtà lágẹmọ bá dá òun lòrìṣà
òòṣà
òkè
òkè ń
gbà.
gbà
Èmi àti yín tún ti dábàá lẹ́nu Elédùmarè ti bá wa fàṣẹ sí torí àwíṣẹ ní ti fá àfọ̀ṣẹ ní tọ̀rúnmìlà. Ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ
àṣẹ o
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n
àṣẹ
ní káfẹ́fẹ́ bá fẹ́ á kan bí oko lára ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
Níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wà kí afẹ́fẹ́ bó ṣe ń fẹ́ kàn yín lára kí ìwúre yìí kó máa bá yín lórí mu kó máa bẹ́lẹ̀dá yín mu.
àṣẹ o
Orí yín ò ní tako o,
àṣẹ o
ìṣẹ̀dá yín ò ní tako o
àṣẹ o
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
àṣẹ
Èyí
o
tá a wí àṣẹ ti gùn arọ̀
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni
ti rọ̀ mọ́, ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó
àwíṣẹ
ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ àṣẹ.
àṣẹ
Until tomorrow again, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, which is 1 a.m. on the EST, 5 a.m. on the GMT, and 9 a.m. Dubai time. We will be exploring another Odrifa, learning and teaching what exactly the Odu says and how to appropriate it to our everyday life. Oniru ṣe, ọlọ́bẹ̀ ṣe, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ bá wa jẹ́ náà ẹ kú àìbínú. Èmi lẹ máa máa bá ọ, ẹ̀yin náà dẹ̀ ni mo máa máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọn ò ní fẹ́ lòmíì, wọn ò ní fi ṣe wá. Títí ọ̀la náà, èmi lolóòtú ètò yìí àṣẹ for today, where we say what? My blessing is here now, àṣẹ it is done. I am Iyanifa Awobankefa, the founder of the Ifa College, where we teach the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifa, about Isheshe, about African spirituality, about our culture, about our tradition, so that we know who we really are. And we begin to live our life, the best quality of life that we can live. If you have any questions, you need a consultation, you need guidance in any form that has to do with Ifa and Isheshe, send a message via the WhatsApp number. Yes, send a message via the WhatsApp number. About our post WhatsApp number. And for those of you that were here when we're talking about the mental health journey, just search Mind Glow Network on YouTube. The handle will be posted here. It's a new channel. The logo of the channel is a brain, gold color, and it has glows around it. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's begin to heal our mental, psychological, and emotional health using the truth that is in Ifa. I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, let the WhatsApp number pin run for 1 minute. Thank you very much for the gift. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fún wa ní gift. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń mu, ọwọ́ yín ò ní kàn sàlẹ̀ àpò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọwọ́ yín ò ní kàn sàlẹ̀ àpò. The WhatsApp number is pinned on the screen. Ọwọ́ yín ò ní kàn sàlẹ̀ àpò. Àbùdíní tolókun, àbùdíní tọlọ́sà, ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń bù á máa dí padà fún yín ní ire owó, ire ọlá, ire ọlà, ire ajé ló máa máa jẹ́ tiyín. Thank you so much for the support from the different countries where you are. Thank you. And please do not forget to follow. Click on the plus button on TikTok and follow. Follow. On YouTube, click on the subscribe button and subscribe. Subscribe and join so that we can learn. Don't go yet. I want to send gift. Okay. They say we should not go yet, that they want to give us gifts. So I just pinned the YouTube channel, Mind Glow Network. Just go to YouTube and type at Mind Glow Network. It's a new channel. Yeah. Turn on your notification there. Oh yeah, Anthony Kamati. And then for those of you that are joining for the first time, please go to our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. Subscribe, turn on notification. You will see videos. Every one of our videos is recorded and the replay is always on that channel. Please go and watch. Go and watch the previous videos. Thank you very much. You are just joining. You have missed a lot, but not to worry. Go to the YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. A replay will be posted later in the day. That person that wants to send us gift, maybe you should bring your gift tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. We need to go now. People have to go get back to their work. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, ire àtayọ̀ báyìí òun la máa máa bára wa ṣe o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.